We've been telling you how the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Gardens decision to kill an endangered gorilla is sparking outrage. A 4-year-old boy made it past a barrier and into an enclosure 15 feet below. He came face to face with a 450-pound male gorilla named Harambe. The zoo says the boy was dragged and thrown before the animal was shot and killed. The child was treated at a hospital.
His family says he is now, quote, home and doing just fine. You know Jack Hanna from his many national TV appearances over the years. He's the director emeritus of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, and he joins us now. Jack, good morning.
Morning.
Jack, you've been doing this for over 40 years, and we've all seen that video now several times. But what is it that you see in that video about the gorilla's behavior that perhaps we don't?
Well, real quickly, if I could say one thing, 10 seconds. The Hanna family, the Columbus Zoo, Cincinnati Zoo, and the zoo world, this is obviously a terrible tragedy. But however, we have given over tens of millions of dollars over the last years to the gorilla world, both lowland and mountain gorillas. I happen to have a home 3 miles from where the gorillas live in Rwanda. That's the mountain gorillas. However, what you see here, you hear the screaming going on. I hear it in my ear right now. You hear the screaming going on. Watch that gorilla's response, by the way. He doesn't know what's going on. This is a silverback, by the way, not a female. He hears the response. You can see from the face and the mouth, he's alarmed. Yes, he goes over and looks at the little child there. There's no doubt about that. What happens when you tranquilize the animal? Whether it's a gorilla, whatever animal it might be. As I do research in the wild with gorillas, I've seen what happens. So I know what happens. When that dart hits the animal, this animal, you can imagine, the animal, it's like a shot, but he jumps like this. So what would happen if he had a hold of that little boy? I've seen a silverback gorilla take a green coconut, which you can't even bust up with a hatchet, and go like this. Beyond the strength of anything you would ever know. So what choice was made? You have human life and animal life. So what choice was made?
So Jack, you believe the zoo made the right decision. Obviously, the Cincinnati Zoo has said a child's life was in danger and a quick decision had to be made. It sounds like you agree with them.
I agree 1,000%. Because why? I've worked with the gorillas and seen them for over 35 years. I have a home next to them in Rwanda, the mountain gorilla. These are lowland gorillas in the Congo, which I just filmed in Gabon in Africa. So when I've seen all this on my entire life of 35 years, both the zoological situation and the ones in the wild, what's happening in the wild right now is sometimes tragic. I've seen gorillas with snares on them, their hands rotting off. We try and provide millions to protect the gorillas. The point is, this animal, they made the correct decision. As a matter of fact, it's a millisecond decision. They cannot tranquilize it. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. All of us are sorry. We're all in the zoo world heartfelt for this whole thing. But thank goodness a human being is alive today because of the decision the Cincinnati Zoo made. So you have human life and animal life. What happened, how the child got in there is not my business. But we just can't build 15-foot walls around everything we have in the zoological park. If you take our safety, by the way, and you measure it against other recreational things in this country, we'd be at the very top of safety. When you take the amount of either tragedy we've had or injuries, we're at the very top of that not happening, Jack, with the billions of visitors.
Jack, I mean, there are some people who are being very critical of the family at this point. There's even a petition online attacking the family. I mean, do you think there is more that needs to be done to essentially keep people out of these kind of enclosures?
Well, we can only do so much. I mean, what keeps somebody from going across the fence on the interstate? What keeps somebody from, I've seen children do all kinds of things in shopping centers. I mean, what do we do? Where do we make this thing end? We do our safety of our visitor, of our animals, and our employees comes first. We do this practice hours and hours every week. Every zoo in this country, the American Zoo and Aquarium Association, we all work every week and practice hours on safety. And we try the best we can. I don't know the situation in Cincinnati. I'm not going to tell you right now that nothing will happen in any zoo in the world, in our country. We have a beautiful thing. We educate billions of people, and we do it in a safe way that we ever can. But we can't protect everything all the time. Nobody, if anybody in this country can tell you in any recreational thing they can, whether it's about amusement parks, water parks, zoos, then somebody's telling you a fib, because we try our best with safety first.
Jack, what's the lesson then to be learned here for other parents?
Well, for me it is with children. You always have to watch children in a shopping center. You watch them at a water park. We have, we do the best we can again, but advice to parents. The zoo is one of the safest places, folks, you can go in the entire world to visit a zoological park. And I'll put that up against anything. It's one of the safest places in the entire world to go. Just watch your kids. We have children in most zoos, 3 years up to 12 years old, that come to our summer camps. We have several hundred of them that come to our summer camps and see the zoo. But we're monitoring the kids all the time. Every second we monitor children. And I'm sure that the mother here did the best she could, I guess. Maybe she was doing something else. I don't know. I wasn't there.
All right, Jack Hanna, a tragic situation on all around. Thank
Yep.
you.
Right. Thank you.